Well, everybody, welcome to the show. We are back. We took a week off. I was at GaryCon AW. You did not message me, so I did not see you to give you a lovely present. So instead, you will never, ever get it. And it may have been a My Little Pony sticker. You don't know. You don't know. Nick, welcome to the show. Nice to see you. For those who ordered patches, I think that was Star Drew and Nessie. Please let me know when you get them. I used a new shipping method. And I'm hoping they ship accordingly. I didn't go through USPS this time. I went through a different group. So please let me know when you get them. Just ping me in Discord so I know. If you don't get them here by the end of the week, I need to know so I can scream at people. But for this show, for those patches you ordered, I will say that you have them because that's only fair. Other than that, everybody, welcome to Ethauntia episode 8. We'll be kicking this off here in about 11 minutes. I do want to say one thing, one very important thing. We did it. It's out. Breachers Volume 1 can now be picked up in PDF. And then after this season of Ethauntia, we will close down Ethauntia, Living Ethauntia. We will open up a new version of Into the Wall Breachers, and then we'll be spinning up a new Breachers series as well for actual play. Figured if I'm making it, I might as well pimp it. So pick it up. Thanks for supporting, and we'll be here in just a little bit. Nessie, you got your pizza pizza? That's awesome. It's textured and amazing. I was really happy with how those things turned out. They're kind of ridiculous. We found out they are UV paint, so they dry in a textured format, and they should be pretty durable.
Yes, you. Why are you standing there in plain sight? You need to hide. This place is not safe for the likes of you.
I see a message of John in here. Is John here? I see someone mentioned him. They're talking about this dope ring. This is what they're talking about, right? We got our new ring. I'll show you guys this when we start, but I can tell you that it is Orcus. And the inside of it has the lovely rod of Orcus, and the bottom it says a life well played. I'll show it off on stream here in a little bit. We're about ready to rock and roll. Don't forget to pick up your Streamloot cards. We are getting low, and tonight there's it might be dangerous. I don't know if it can be as dangerous as what Adam caused last time, though.
Sometimes you can still hear the faint echo of the in the dark. His spirit now haunts this place, looking for others to dispatch. He's out there, watching you from the shadows, creeping ever closer. Come here. You can hide with me. I'll keep you safe and sound.
All right, buddy, let's get this show on the road. Hey, everyone, welcome to Ethauntia, of course, Wanted. Every character on this lovely, lovely Angler's Lyre, this fucked up sky ship in the world of Ethauntia, they have been through some, they've been through the ringer. every time we play this game, we roll, and there's a good chance that somebody has their background, their wanted background come into play. Last week was Todd's character, Kason, and we dealt with a primordial oozed-filled manticore. It's like if you taxidermied a manticore and then let it go rampant in a port city. Currently, Angler's Lyre is getting repaired. We're going to move about 4 days ahead because at the end of last episode, 2 major things happened. One, we found out Adam's character is very special, and Diana doesn't know because she wasn't here on that episode. So we'll get into that conversation live around the dinner table. Why? Because Mags requires everybody eats dinner together. On top of that, we also had a woman show up out of nowhere, and if you're in our Living Ethauntia games, you know she is the Stitched, or Eris. At least that's the name she took when she stole the heart of somebody and crammed it in her own chest. I don't know how this is going to go. I didn't plan a lot. I literally have 4 bullet points for notes. Oh, and for the ring, everybody. This is the ring from John, the man in chat. The good old version. On the bottom, it says a life well played. And on the inside, I don't know if I can get it to work, but there is the wand, the rod of Orcus on the inside. You can kind of see it. But anyway. This is going to be a wild one, everybody. And I say that every time, but I feel like I'm never really lying about it. I feel like it's always kind of true. So let's get our ship area up here for our party. We're going to go over to there, to the ritual room, because that's where we have also have our lovely dinner table. Everyone should be set up around it. All the bad guys are dead. Party, look and see if your characters are on the table there. I think we got a Grigori, we got a Jinzo, we got a, I think we're only missing a Davina. No, Davina's down here. There we go. We'll bring her up to the dinner table. And then I will bring our lovely woman onto the set as well. So let's go over and Captain, which one of these rooms do you have the Stitched sleeping in so I can add her? She has not woke up. You are muted like always.
You
know it's red on the front when you're muted, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Fuck you, Eric.
Unless this one is like actively claimed by someone, probably the bunk beds, because that would be like additional crew that might cycle through. I figure the larger beds are probably taken.
All right. Well, let's get her and bring her in. So at the table, we have a really wrecked looking Jinzo. He is pretty peaked, pale. His eyes are sunken and dark. His skin is got some tears on it. That's probably the big thing right now, which is not good for anybody. He's not bleeding or anything. He still has the gem eye. That hasn't changed either.
Now you're saying don't get mad?
And the gem teeth. On top of that, I would have to ask, does Kason look any different after you got the new ability, the new ooze soaking into your skin?
Maybe on the surface he doesn't, but when the manticore comes out, maybe that's gonna look like, Super Saiyan.
Did the vessel change at all? Did I add to it?
Oh, did we mention that or not?
I did not. This is up to you. I mean, it's a visual.
It's got, I know when Jinzo got his red teeth and eye, Kason's vessel also had like a hint of red in it, so I think maybe the brass outline around the coffin-shaped gem is probably changed to more of a greenish tint.
Okay.
To match the gem. And maybe the gem's got a little darker, a little more intense green to it.
All right.
Match the ooze of the manticore. The military grade GAC, as I called it.
The military grade GAC, that's right. So she's sleeping in that room. I'll bring this back on so everybody can see. We have a decent amount of space in here. This is the dining area. There's a second table if it's needed. This is kind of below the deck on the mouth of the Angler's Lyre. I'm going to turn the music down just a touch here. I don't know what the audience can hear, but I don't want it too loud. She's in the other room. There's no noise. There's not been movement. She's absolutely still. There has been no snoring, no nothing. She looks, for all intents and purposes, like a dead body. When you check her, though, there's a pulse, but it only beats at like half the rate of a normal person. What is the crew discussing as they sit around the table? And I want to remind you, everybody but Davina saw what happened to Jinzo, and only Mags saw what happened to Kaysen.
And do I know this woman's in here?
I would say the door is probably shut through there. I don't think it would be, unless you want to open so you can see her, Mags. That's up to you.
I think the door like curtain thing would be closed.
The door curtain would be closed? Okay. I'm going to move us to the big one here.
But she would have definitely told Davina that there was a guest.
When she comes downstairs? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And where's Gregor? He's supposed to be here for dinner.
Well, I would like to remind Mags there was an agreement for dinner tonight.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if if he was cashing in on the offer.
Yes, I am. 5 times a month.
Now, are you gonna let her talk before you take over?
Yeah, I'll let her talk.
Okay, so only when you go to eat.
If she starts to say, if she at any point starts to say that she might not be herself or anything in that like realm of possibilities, I will immediately possess her.
Jesus.
Now, if she ain't willing, it is a roll. If she'd let you willingly do it, it'll be fine. All right. For those who don't know, Slit Lid is playing a kin spirit, so he's actually a ghost. So he's talking about possession, not like 9/10 of the law, but like possession is a ghost. So what you got, Mags?
Yeah.
What do you? Well, you're the captain. This is on you.
No, I think that I would just give Davina the rundown. As we seem to have a bit of a visitor on board right now. She's been unconscious
Wait,
for a while.
The way you said that was kind of weird. You said a bit of a visitor. I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do I need to know? Do I need to be
I'm
careful?
honestly not quite sure. I think
Why
I'm
she
really
come
not
on,
quite
then?
sure. She just kind of fell unconscious here, and
Kind of.
we haven't thrown her off board yet.
So is it what kind of, is it a human? Is it a spirit? Is it what?
I like pull back the curtain a little bit to where she's sleeping.
Well, you guys have had 4 days on and off. Well, this would probably be the next day of the 4 days of her slumbering, to be honest. But you at least had 24 hours or a couple shifts with her. Did anyone try to kind of figure out what is going on, or did you not touch her?
Oh yeah, I would have tried, but
Okay.
I'm not great at that.
Hey, there are 2 ways to do it. You can use craft, but the only way I will allow craft is if you make a religion check first. Okay. Religion to figure out what, and then a craft to figure out how.
Super religion. Let's go.
Wow.
Okay. And craft?
Yep. No boon unless someone's assisting you when you were looking over her. That's up to you.
I have no fucking clue.
No idea. Okay. All right. No idea what she is. She's stitched together. It doesn't look alive. Her skin is clammy. It has warmth when you get towards like the heart, but all of her extremities are very cold. Like the significant other that decides they need to put their feet and hands on you while you're sleeping cold. Always.
Disgusting. Rude.
Exactly. Exactly.
Talking about you.
Is that your cat? No, I'm just kidding.
Oscar.
Oscar, you bitch.
Div-
I would have
Okay, yes.
put those ropes that we've had before, like the ones that we tried to put on the other monster,
Boat has
all
tons of
across
ropes.
the bed.
Are you tying her
All
down?
across the bed. Fuck yes, I am.
So I'm not going to have you roll until it becomes important.
Okay, it's ethereal ropes currently.
Oh,
Just
you're the
spreading them
ethereal
across the
ones?
bed.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
No one can see it but
Yeah.
you. Great.
Exactly.
All right.
Does everyone else look weird? Like, or not weird, but like
Yeah,
hurt and
Jinzo
different?
does not look very good. He looks sick.
Are you okay? And then what happened to you? What happened to everyone? I mean, there's a weird tint of green more on you too, Kason. What did I miss? And who is this woman? I mean, she's like someone's girlfriend or a family member? Or
She's someone's
what? What are you talking
girlfriend?
about?
I have no idea who the woman is.
But what happened to you? Do you need my help?
Easy way, I guess, to explain it. I really wasn't myself yesterday.
Gregor, did he possess him too?
No, not him. Someone else.
Okay, who's the someone else? Are they still in you?
Yes.
What is in you?
Do you remember before we got attacked by all those skeletons and we were talking, we had the whole seance with your friend?
Is she in you? What? No. Let me. And I just start yelling right in his face.
Excellent. I need a will save immediately from Jinzo.
Oh.
Oh, no!
Like a low number.
It was on an 8, and it rolled to a demon.
For those who don't know, you don't want high rolls in this game. You want low rolls. This is a meets a pizza but under. I would love to say I feel bad, but I absolutely don't. And I'm going to ask you a very important question. Do you want to push, or is it a demon?
No, it's a demon. It's
fuck! You can't.
It
push.
was on an 8, and it rolled over.
Here, let me help with this here really quick. Where's he at? Are you this one? I think you're 1, 2, 3, fucking 4. Yeah, bye. So,
Those buddies.
you see her shift, or him shift, and his face contorts. You see like raised cheekbones, and you see what looks like Lavina. And in the eyes, the solid black eyes, there's a reflection of Jinzo in them. Well, I need this vessel for now until I find one more worthy. Your friend was going to die, so I did my best to keep him alive. What type of sister would I be if I didn't? Now, granted, it is borrowed time. Eventually, his body will burn up. But it's how it works with a Pacted. The demon is only able to stay inside for as long as the body can contain. Every day, a piece of him burns up. He won't have more than maybe a month in him, depending on how often he calls me. For example, right now. Well, you called me, and that pushes him into the background. This one right now. Well, until I find one that is worth my time, this is the one I'm going to use. It is fine. He's very sneaky. Oh, Diana is muted because I got rid of her. Here, let me bring you back. Your audio is connected to Adam. Yeah, fine. No, if I do not have time with him, I will force myself out, and everybody else here saw how that went.
If we could find you a different body, something delicious, tasteful, without a soul.
It has to have a soul. What good is a body to a Pacted without a soul? There's nothing to bargain for. I can get flesh anywhere. Like you are only a snack.
I'm going to write that in my book for Realms.
Sure. Is there anything, Davina, that I can help you with? You always wondered why my name was so similar to yours. I would never give you my real name. That gives you control over me. Just a reflection of what you really are.
What, a control person?
No, something much worse. Evil. Dark.
I'm not evil. You're the evil one.
That's not true.
You're the demon, not me.
Is that so? I remember the things you did as a retinue to an inquisitor. You don't.
You were by my side.
No, I wasn't by your side. I was in the mask.
Exactly, you were on my face.
But I remember. You don't. Adam, you take 2 points of willpower damage.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry.
Would you like to try to force her back out, Adam? Is Jinzo letting her talk, or are you going to fight her?
I'm going to try to fight her.
All right. As a will and a bane, because I'm already activated. Who's the body in the other room, she says.
Yeah.
What? I thought there was a... Is this person dead?
She smells like she's filled with embalming fluid.
It's out of my head! 10 under 12.
God damn it. And you see, like, everything kind of shrivel back. The reflection goes away. You see Lavina in it punching the glass eye until she just fades out.
Yeah.
Well, family dinners are really great bonding opportunities, aren't they? Davina, I'd love to have a little bit of a talk about maybe what I missed with the mask thing a little bit later. But for now, long story short, fell unconscious on the ship. I checked her vitals. Her pulse is very, very slow, but there. I don't know anything else. I was hoping you could take a look at her. And now before the food gets cold, Grigori...
What's for dinner?
The
Who
second
cooked?
she says the first part of my name, the second she puts that G out, possession.
All right. Who cooked? What's the food? You guys have been trapped on your boat. I doubt you went out into the port too much yet. Maybe like here and there as the ship is now gone. There's just wreckage throughout the port. Picked up some supplies. But who's the cook here?
It's me.
Is it you?
I believe so. I believe that's what we discussed.
I don't know. That's up to you.
You're,
Yeah.
you're normally the go-to cook.
All right.
But were you out or?
She was sleeping, but she
unconscious
could have
at that
woke up and cooked this afternoon, like for everybody for dinner. Like woke up and went and cooked in the galley. Can I please get a craft roll for you for your cooking? Let's just see how good you are if you serve poison today.
Mags, if something tasted terrible, how would you say it?
What?
If something tasted really bad, what would the line be?
Probably like, well, that's a fresh pile of ass.
That's a fresh pile of
That is something that Max would say. What'd you get on your roll? A 20.
No, I rolled a 2. I have a 5 in crafting.
Well, you like to cook in real life. A lot. This world is full of a lot of things that were in the ocean that now fly. What did you make for us today?
It would be Ethauntia Ceviche.
Ceviche? You're making sky ceviche?
Yep.
So I would like to ask you, what is
Ceviche.
sky viche? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what Alice said.
So what's in your
Yes.
sky viche?
Let's see. So I'm sure there's types of fish. What's
Everything that would be normal that you would find here that would be in the sky. This would be more like the equivalent to cold river fish, like trout and salmons and some pike, maybe even sturgeon in the deeper waters.
So definitely it'd be trout and salmon
Okay.
mixed with whatever vegetables we probably have left on the ship.
You're in a mountain, so you're talking like root vegetables primarily, things that can survive in the cold, plums probably. I mean, you're on a ship with possible scurvy. If there is not
Alcohol.
fucking
Well, that's
limes and lemons on here.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Like the most important thing for a ceviche is that acid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So you serve it up. It's seasoned well. It's got some spice to it, and everyone gets to eat. A 2 is a really good roll. But I did hear Grigori ask how Mags would say something tastes if it's bad. Is there a reason for that?
There is.
You're gonna be rude, aren't you?
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Just Midwestern. Take that first bite.
What the fuck does that mean? Todd and I are like, wait a minute.
Overly polite.
Son.
You know, I prefer if we had something with a little bit more beef in it, but I guess this is good.
Is that
It's Mag.
Grigor talking or is that Mags talking?
Mag's mouth.
It sounds like Mags.
I'm sorry.
I'm rather
you know,
impressed.
I hope you're impressed. I mean, I've been trying to. I just woke up. I mean, I just came back.
No,
and-
I completely understand. Like, if you were resting for a while and like things were going on and people might die, like you need to recover and you need to rest. You need to make sure that you can do what you can do. You've done a wonderful job with this meal. It's unfortunate that we've had a possession as Mag's heads turn to Jinzo.
Kind of like a deception, some type of check to see why she's being so sarcastic.
You know
with
Mags
me.
pretty well. I will let you. There's no deception. She is acting a little awkward. Is not normal for her. Awareness is what you would be rolling. No Bane on it. Would you like a boon from a card?
No, I'm gonna try.
I mean, we have
rolling
plenty
that.
of them.
Okay, then give it to me.
That's the whole point of the cards.
Okay.
I've had raw fish plenty of times. This is definitely the best I've ever had.
Yeah, 2. That's fucking great cooking. Senshi would be
that's-
proud.
9 is my best one, and that's under my 12.
9's on your 12? Yeah, it ain't normal. The mannerisms aren't right. The head turns aren't right. It looks like someone trying to act like they're Mags.
Do I know Grigor is in her?
Not unless you have a way to force that out or use a power or
I'd
a
come up
spell.
with a better way to say that.
Yeah, that's probably not.
Boom! Phrasing.
I mean,
Do we know that Grigor
Critical
exists?
Role would be proud of you for what you just said. The rest of us are thinking you should rephrase it.
Okay, sorry. So we don't know about this pact that she
Nope,
has with
nope.
her.
The deal was in private. Deal's absolutely in
Mags?
private.
Mags, are you also possessed by something that I need to know? Is everyone
I mean-
here at the table possessed?
I mean,
Where's Grigor?
do you know what?
I would have.
Yes, actually. Kind of, sort of.
Technically.
Jinzo has got a demon in it. You are a spirit that can hold another spirit. Or, sorry, you are an abandoned that can hold another spirit. We have Grigori, who's in Mags right now, and Kaysen's got something else living in him. So, I mean, technically speaking, yes.
We all have dirty insides.
Oh, God.
Mags, who's in you?
Maybe I shouldn't have called this Wanted. I should have called the show Possessed.
You suck. Mags,
I mean,
you tell me.
as the only person here that doesn't seem to have some deal with some animal or creature or something else that's going on here. Yes, there's a lot of people here possessed, and we have a body lying on a bed in our cabin due to somebody's ineptitude to solve a fucking problem. As he turns over to Kazan.
Mags, you made the worst deal, girl. I'm just telling you. I would never. She's like, this is the fucking worst thing I've ever done.
They all know me. They all know me well.
Now, you can always make
I have-
a will to force him out. If he starts doing, you can hear all of this.
We made an agreement. I am somebody of my word, and I trust my crew to know what's going on.
Yeah, that's
My
a ballsy
question
move.
here is we seem to have all these issues that are showing up while we're on a ship together, living together, trying to survive. Is there any other dirty secrets that we should maybe put on the table if we're going to keep working together?
Telling you? Who the fuck are you in this body now? I don't know who this spirit is. Who's the I look at like Kaysen and Jinxo. Like, who's in there?
Well,
I'm going to take another bite of ceviche. Really good.
pretty sure
really
I
good.
know
Sky
who it
BJ.
is.
Sky BJ.
I mean, they did kind of work out a deal for this. Well, Mags did. We could just say dinner's over because that's the
There's still like a heaping
That's the end
pile
of
in the
it,
middle.
but
Everyone's
I know
only
you
eating a
just said,
little
like-
bit. Yeah.
like, oh, let's just all take it to our rooms or whatever, our bunk beds.
You're saying Davina worked so hard on this meal and you just want to end it right now?
God, you fuck.
The
that's-
hours
that's the-
spent putting this
That's the
together
trigger.
after resting to figure something out, and you just want to end it? It's not good enough?
Well, I mean, I'm enjoying it immensely. I don't know.
Great, then we
You
should
are,
continue to eat.
Mags,
So secrets.
Captain.
Secrets.
Yeah.
What else are you
I'm
all
sure
hiding?
everyone has
We have somebody that's changed.
I'm
On our
not
ship
going
multiple
to tell
times.
the spirit that's in Mags all the secrets. So who are you? Come out.
Fucking Mags.
Have
Come
you
out
ever
before I
been
pull you out?
shot so many times that you almost
Allie, get your ass back in here.
have you shots been like hit enough that you've almost died? You've already
What?
passed on once, tied to a new body. What do you think it's like having a crew that hides things from their leaders? To actually sit here where we've all almost fucking died and have to put on this face like everything's fine. We can
I
all
was-
trust each other. We know what's happening.
I wasn't going to hide anything, first off. Second, I don't know. What? I stand up and I go look behind the curtain because now I'm like, okay, enough of this crap. I want to see who's behind the
Mags
curtain.
is gonna follow. behind
Are
the curtain.
you, I mean, Davina, you do have powers and abilities and spells. You could try to figure out what the fuck's going on. I mean,
Okay, let me-
you
yeah,
are a
let me-
spiritualist. You'd be like, get the fuck out of this shit.
Mags, we've known each other for a long time, and we've been there and trusted each other, and there is hell on our home right now.
Mags, you mean Davina?
Davina, sorry. Davina, there is
I know,
hell
I'm gonna
on our
try-
home right
I
now.
want to figure out what's going on.
Oh, can't even get
Because
the name.
none of the boys are telling me
Well,
anything.
no. Kaysen told you, he's like, they kind of made a deal.
Yeah, who?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. I don't like making deals like that. It's not like I made the deal myself recently either.
Apparently Mags has a cat now.
So you can either choose to trust me, we can have a real conversation about
Ship
the demons
companion.
on our home, or you can try to force someone out right now.
I'm going. No, I'm gonna. So I want to. I want to know what's going on.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You got powers. What are you thinking?
Kaysen's just like shoveling the food because he
Quick
knows
as he
like
can get
when the
the
meal's over, their deal's done. It's like
Yeah.
only for meals.
Yeah, quick as you can get it. What would you like to use? What power do you want to use? You got an ability? You want to force them out? You want to assault them? You want to like? What's your plan here?
No, I'm not gonna assault them. I don't know what's in there yet.
I mean, you're not. I mean, you are a trained spiritualist. Like it's literally your profession.
I know, but if I assault them, I'm gonna kill Grigori. Or
Oh no, you can force them. It can force them out. If you use a spell and insult them, yeah, you can force people out with spells and shit like that. Yeah, absolutely. So if you're using spiritualism, what powers do you have so far? What spells?
Okay, I have
I mean, you have Ghost Medium, right?
Ghost Medium.
Yeah, isn't that you? You don't have the one where you can hear faint whispers of nearby spirits for one stretch.
I have Ghostly Light,
Nah, that's different.
Calm Soul, Fetch, Banish, Better Soul.
You banish. I mean, you could banish him. Because remember, if you kill Grigori, he just goes back to his reliquary and comes back the next day. Well, actually, not the next day. It could be in hours. You guys be like, get the fuck out and banish him. Like,
You're mad? Do it.
Yeah.
Good, there's no consequences if you banish a ghost to a place that has no fucking.
right. They just go back to. Now, if you destroy the reliquary, that's a different story.
No. Okay, fine. I'll banish the spirit out of Mags.
All right.
Fucked up.
How many points? You got to determine your points first, girl. How many you want to get? You going all
You're
in?
an
Like,
asshole.
going all
I'm
in?
the asshole. You're the asshole.
There you go. That's the
Everyone is
Davina
That's
we're
the
looking
move.
for.
That's the
the
move.
Davina. That's
Ruin
the
the
Davina.
relationship.
That's not a relationship.
I have
It's
no
an
idea you're in
occupation. You're
there.
occupying.
I have no idea you're in there.
Huh? Yeah, you're not saying the deal. I mean, really, she is on the right here. So we're gonna go banishment. All right, banishment is pretty easy. It's a rank 1.
Go too fast. Right
Oh,
there.
here it is.
Do you want to dump all the power into it?
No,
Do 6 points. If you do 6 points, you can just downright toss this guy.
All right, I'll do 6.
There we go. So now you're doing 6 points. Mark those off. You're gonna make a spiritualism roll.
Get a 20.
Get a 1.
I get a 9. Got a 9 under my.
That's under. You do 2d8 damage, but each additional power level increases it by 1d8. That means you do 4d8 damage. This will shove him out.
That's 8 plus 6 is
18,
I'm out.
7
21.
plus 1.
So as you vapor, like, you can see Grigori's spirit get like thrown out of the body.
Oh my god! No!
This?
Please give me your
Gone.
D4. Give me your D4, please. For how long it's going to take for you to come back.
Mirror.
Oh, Will first. Sorry, I
Sending it
apologize.
to you via secret.
Will first, and then I need to know if the D4 is for minutes or we're
Will.
going into something further. Will first.
Will is a 1. But
Okay.
me, it's a 1.
Okay, good.
Thank God.
Mags, you're back to normal.
And that's number 8. That is number 8.
Oh, I'm aware. Hey, Mags, how you feel?
I can't
You're
hear
muted.
you, Allie.
You're muted.
Allie, you're muted.
Forgot to press
Double
the
muted.
button that time.
We just need to get you a foot pedal so you can just tap it.
For real. Max is a little disoriented, I think.
Probably a little bit.
He's gonna sit back down and go. Anyways, Davina, the ceviche is delicious.
Who is in you?
He's like,
It
goodbye.
was you weren't here for that part of the discussion. And I'm gonna turn to like Kason and Jinzo and be like, did you guys not tell her? Just Grigori, don't worry about it. It's we're getting him engaged with family meals.
Grigori was in. Well, he's gone for now. I'll tell you that.
I mean, it's a little bit unfair of me to expect him to show up to family dinners when he can't even taste it in that form. So,
Okay, so for now on, he's going to be in your body while you eat.
5 times a month.
Can you please at least warn me, or can you tell one of them to warn
Yeah.
me? They didn't say anything to me.
Really
Maybe-
expected that they would.
Maybe tell your
Oh, yeah, I do
spiritualist that there's a
apologize.
fucking spirit in somebody. I don't know. It's just an idea. What do I
that's a good
know?
call, especially when we have the unconscious. Yeah, I could
Just
see how
so
that
I
would have
know
been good
it's him,
forethought.
because I mean, he has Lavina. What the
Yeah,
hell?
you know, I spilled my secret, so thank you.
I mean, you're welcome to try to banish the pacted demon inside of Jinzo if you want.
It's gonna be so much.
You ever watch someone hold on to a doorway in a horror movie and like lose their fingernails? They'll like claw the doorway up. That is what that thing is going to try to do on the way out. Pull and claw and tear.
I feel like I need to do some
I am
research.
tear-proof.
You hear the first snore come from the other room as you guys are finishing dinner.
Great.
Oh, she
I
has
stand
sleep
up and I go
apnea.
up.
It's quiet. It's just a little rumble and then murmuring. I need to know if anyone here speaks High Cadraic. If not, we are
Cadraic?
High Cadraic. You really?
Yeah.
Not high.
Holy shit. Okay, Allie. I didn't think anyone here had High Cadraic. I didn't think that was on the roster for anyone. I'm going to send you something.
Byron, felt right.
Oh, that's right. I'm just going to put it in our normal chat here between us. While she is murmuring, you can kind of pick it up. Can I get an awareness check? Because it's going to determine how I type this to you. Unless you're getting up and going into the room. I don't think you would during dinner, so. You're under? Okay, cool.
Yep.
She murmurs. It stops. I'll send this to you. Is there anything else that we need to do before we kind of flip through the next 4 days, do repairs, pick up our gear in the city? Is there anything else anyone wants to discuss at the table before we get to the 4 days and then we have something that's going to be going on the 4th day?
Just, I think Max would just, again, reiterate to Davina, I would love to catch up about what happened when I was out earlier, but we can
Well,
do that.
I was going to, but Grigor stole you away that night.
That's very
So
fair.
I'm sure he's told you everything anyway. He's got such a big mouth sometimes.
We can go ahead and have a drink after dinner.
Fine. I don't want this animosity between us because I really enjoy you as a person and you're my captain. And
Absolutely. Likewise. Minus the you have kept me alive, so I appreciate that about you.
But,
No.
I mean, Kason, are you okay? I mean, you look a bit different.
Well, there was a big monster that showed up to come and get me, and we took care of it as a team.
Oh, I thought you work as a team.
The lady in the other room kind of splashed me with some mystery goop before she passed out.
Jeez.
I feel pretty good though. I won't deny it. I think it had to do with where I came from. So
Yeah, I mean, I would say you
questions for her.
definitely know. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
this goop is not killing you, is it?
oh
It's
no,
killing
no,
Jengso.
no. It's I think it was just sort of like a boost.
It's like a boost.
It was like vitamins for the manticore.
What, fruit gushers vitamins? What the fuck?
Hey, I want
Yeah.
Watermelon
I mean,
flavor.
yeah, that would be great.
We made these so children will eat the poison. So as a group kind of discusses what's going on and the lights kind of die down on the scene. Over the next couple of days, there's a lot of work being done on the helm, repairing, putting the new wheel in. As it pans across the ship, you can see the vampiric maiden on the actual hull of the ship on the front as the figurehead. We've added new rudders on to make it faster. Guppy has not been seen yet. Remember, he kind of took a little bit of a break while the construction was going on. On day 4, as everyone's kind of waking up, coming back from whatever they're doing for the day, it's gonna be around noon. Guppy is in the woman who's on the ship's room. And I mean, like standing over the bed with that big like shadow that he creates when he kind of forms, and he's standing over her and he is speaking through the squawk box to the ship. Whoever hears it first hears it, and he's saying, "She's up. I have her pinned. She's not going anywhere." Not, I don't know if you're like ectoplasmic ropes just click in, or if you probably have to be there to make them.
I have to materialize.
Yeah. So he's just holding her down right now.
If I hear that through the swat box, I will immediately try to materialize.
So all the new passages you've made through the ship that are like unsalted cracks and areas, you're kind of diving through the labyrinth that you've made for a spirit to travel through the ship faster.
Yep.
When you get down to where it is, sure enough, he's got his shovel on her neck and his hand on her chest and is holding her down. And she's already broken 3 of his fingers, like just twisted them like branches.
Great. When I show up, I'll materialize so the ropes come into effect.
Okay. How many people come? Here. Boop, there's
How many
one.
people come? You can
I
come.
come too.
You come too? Great. I should have used different words. I already know I made a fucking mistake. I can already see the clip being made right now.
Inside
Everyone's
you,
coming.
Inside you.
I skipped one fucking show.
This is what you get.
No,
Is anyone
I would
else
be there.
showing up?
I will go to that room
Yeah.
as well.
You're coming too? Nice. Good to hear.
God damn it. So that's another one. Mags, do you head down or do you stay up
Yep.
in? All right. Jinzo, do you
Yeah.
show up?
No.
Oh,
You don't. All right.
No, I think for Jinzo, especially the past few days, everything that's like definitely happened, he would be keeping watch a lot.
Okay.
Like kind of sitting up in the crow's nest quite a lot and just trying to keep his eyes out, because that big creature that showed up that he got chased with, the skeletons, the crazy woman and everything, he feels bad with what's going on with him, as well.
Serving
So
hands
keeping
played this card.
some distance
Get
from everybody,
yourself
because he's
something
kind of
nice.
he kind of feels pulled back a little bit with what happened. He feels like really shitty. So,
Well,
yeah,
then
he's
let me
keeping
give you a little information that you can bring to the crew
Sure.
afterwards. So if you've been up in the crow's nest on and off for the last like 3 days, roughly, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So if you've been up there for the last 3 days, the port is in repair. It's not. I mean, people went kind of into like, how do we get this place back up and running as fast as possible? Unfortunately, they're also towing out a lot of dead bodies. A lot of people have melted, spears through them, cut marks, and they're stacking the bodies up along the docks. And they're getting ready to put them on a pirate ship and send them out to burn them up. There is a woman in really tattered gray robes. She's kind of hunched over. She has a staff with a lantern hanging from it, just a ball with moths flying in it and around it. We had someone play another moth speaker card. So there is a moth speaker in this town, which is good. That means you have somebody in the town who fed her spirits. If we don't have somebody in towns we go to that fed her spirits or are trained, that means that there's a chance of random spirit encounters when you're doing all the normal things that you're doing. So I think that was Nessie who played that card, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was Nessie. She's going through and she is taking a moth, placing it in the mouth of each person and closing their mouth. As she goes down the line, she comes back and she collects the moths and puts them back in the lantern. And each one has like a, instead of having like the death head moth print on their back, they have like a silhouette of the person's face on the back of the moth. And she goes through and collects the spirits of the dead. You also see that the large building you went to, the tavern to eat, was untouched. Okay. Is one of the only buildings in the city that was untouched. There are a bunch of port ships that were damaged, but there seems on day 4 new ones coming in with a bunch of supplies to repair the things that are here. One of those vessels is a black, sharp-pointed, sleek ship. It is not large. It looks like almost like a runabout. Like it's not a really big ship. But you see no way to open it, no way to get in it, and it looks like it's made of cast iron. The ship. Can you give me a religion roll? Even if you don't have it. Yeah. Are you trained? Are you good at it? Lavina, you hear in your mind's eye, she's like, I would be happy to help you with what that is for a cost.
What sort of cost do you want?
Give me the night to play. I won't harm your crew. No one will know it's you. I won't kill anyone. I just need to drain some essence from people. I'm feeling a little peckish. Or I can feed on you tonight instead. You don't need all your soul, right?
I'd like to keep as much as I can.
I'll just hit a few of the moths on the dock.
Would you even let me say no?
Of course I would. You can always say no. You can feel the pull. And I'm going to tell you right now, audience, roll me a d6. That's how much willpower she's going to take from you. And you cannot recover it today. Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt your crew. Just these people who already passed. These spirits have nowhere to go. Why not let me consume them as food? While you're deciding about that, I'm going to go back to the crew as everybody is getting up and moving around because that seems like the right thing to do to all these people. A one permanent willpower. Not that bad. If you're willing to take the hit, you can do 1 permanent willpower. It's just gone for the day. You can recover it the next. With that said, while Guppy, as Grigori has lovingly named him, is holding her down with a shovel in his hand, broken fingers bent back, he turns that big, like, metal helm with holes in it, turns and looks and goes, she's a really feisty one. Do you want me to burn her up, kill her, put her in the oven? You know, the engine. Or do you actually want her for something?
I think interrogation's always in fucking order, don't you, Guppy? She's tied down now.
I don't believe in interrogation.
release her?
I believe in using them as fuel for the ship.
Well, is
No,
Mags in the room?
We have questions, don't we? I mean,
Yeah.
talk to her. I know I do.
Mags is there.
I'm
She
going
threw that thing on you.
I'm
yes.
going to ignore Kazan while he's speaking.
Woo.
And I'm going to look directly at Mags.
Okay. Fair.
In the engine or bits torn apart? Which one?
Say that one more time.
In the engine, or we take a few digits?
In High Cadraic, she says, if anyone takes a single fucking finger of mine, you all die today.
I don't intend for that to happen. But we need to know who you are and why you're here. And I say that in High Cadraic as well.
I was sent here. I tell your fucking spirit to let me go. Please. Only time I will ask kindly. He doesn't seem to understand my language.
I don't think he does. Could you please give her a little breathing room? She did just wake up in unfamiliar areas.
Isn't this
Breathing
the
room is fine. We can take a step back.
isn't this the woman that attacked Kaysen?
That's what we're here to find out. She says she was sent here. Kaysen, do you know anything about this? Anybody who would want to smash valves over your head?
Wait. Hold on. We don't have to ask her. Her opinion doesn't fucking matter. Kaysen, did she hurt you? Crew
When she
over,
got
whatever the
here-
hell that is.
When she got here, she dumped something on me, some sort of weird liquid that absorbed into me. I feel stronger and healthier because of it, but I don't know what it was, and I don't know why she chose me, if it was just an accident or if it was me specifically. That's what I wanted.
What is she, a carrier perch? What the fuck's the point of that?
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Can you please tell us exactly why it is you poured a liquid on my crew member?
Let me go, and I will talk. You can keep the ropes, but get your hand off me.
I think, and didn't they already take a step back to unhand
Nope.
her?
Guppy did not. No.
What? We don't have an official name for Guppy, do we?
Nope.
It's Guppy.
He hasn't unlocked his memory for his name yet.
Spirit of the Lyre, will you please kindly give her a little bit of space? She's going to talk to us if we give her some room.
Audience, can I get a D20 from you? I want to know if he fails it. If he does, then he'll do it. He'll do what he's being asked. I have a will for protecting the ship of a 14. So if I roll over that, we get a 15 or higher, he'll listen. He'll fail his will.
Can I
Won't resist.
assist Mags to make it a Bane?
Yeah, sure. We can do 2d20. That's one. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll do a Bane. He made that one. Roll another d20, audience. While it's doing that, and High Cadraic, since you seem to understand her, she says, I am here because I was forced to fucking be here. I didn't choose
You were
it.
forced.
Yes. There's this thing on my back. It's this bone-like thing.
Would you like us to take a look? We do have a medic of sorts.
Oh, really? And she like holds her arms and you see like all the stitches and patchwork skin. You have a medic for this. Do you have a
I don't know what we can
mortician?
do, but I mean, honestly, she's probably closer to that.
Someone here, are you a mortician? She says, and she grabs Guppy's finger and starts bending it again.
Guppy, I said let go.
No, she is a danger. You hear like a wet break.
She's a danger. That can we at least escort her off the ship to discuss things with her?
Forcefully? Absolutely.
I'm so sorry. My ship is seeing you as a threat, and unfortunately, he's not listening to me right now. I'm sincerely apologize, but if we step off the ship, we can get his hands off you.
I am happy to leave the ship. I did not mean to pass out on this wreck.
I'll pretend you didn't say that part, but yes, let's.
Oh, really?
Let's get you.
It isn't
patched
wrecked. I climbed up a ship that looks like it's in the middle of repair.
This ship is kind of my baby, but besides that, anyway.
Your baby
let's
is
go ahead
defunct.
Should make
I'm
point
so
five
glad I
past
can't
one.
speak high Kudric.
I said defunct and not fucked. That's high Kydric, right? I don't know who you are. I don't know who any of these people are. The only thing I know is I was to come find that. And she points to like wherever the vessel is on Kaysen. I was forced to come here. I was given this vial of whatever that thing is. And she like bites her wrist and pulls, and it like drips the same green slime out of her wrist. This thing is pumping it in me.
Is
So
it
they-
helping you or hurting you? I'm assuming hurting, but
Don't
we never
really
know.
feel anything anymore. Let me go
Well, I would.
now. This is my
The
last
best
warning.
course of action. All right, off the ship, everybody. We will be escorting her off the ship.
Guppy goes, excellent.
What did she say?
How would you like her out? Off the side, into the
There's-
tide? Sounds great.
Stairs and the deck, please.
Give me
She is willing to leave.
give me a roll against him again to command him, please.
Okay, just a straight roll, or
Yeah, and if you're gonna help, you can use persuasion if you want to persuade him. Obviously,
Would,
obviously, our spiritualist can force him to do it with some spells. You can banish him back to the engine if you wanted to. It won't make a very
I
good
would like
camaraderie,
to
but
assist.
Okay.
I will tell Guppy we need at least 3 more fucking days to get you moving and out. If any more damage happens, you're going to be stuck here without being able to move.
it's at 1 bane, so you'll wash the bane.
okay.
All right, so it's a persuasion roll. Audience, can I get a d20 roll from you as well? Still at the same 14. This is going to be equal and under, whoever's lower, and also under their skill. So let them roll a d20 as well. As that's happening, she's got both hands down. She's kind of pushing her skin back over that she bit. And she kind of sits up a little bit to like grab onto him. On her back, you can see this weird, like off her spine. It almost looks like almost like a trilobite, like up and over her skin, and it's got the ribs kind of latched in around her, and it's definitely got like a weird breathing green sac that's attached
Yeah,
like
have you ever seen
below the
anything
base of her
like that
spine, like
before?
across the shoulder blades. Kaysen, yes, you've absolutely seen it before. A lot of people who worked for the person in question, this is how they were forced to do it. Basically, the primordial ooze just makes you do what it wants. It has a function, and you do that function. Allie, can you roll under 11?
I sure can. I rolled a 5 under 8.
He goes, fine, you can escort her. And he turns and like hits the squawk box and like his big ass form poof, into the squawk box.
I'll have to talk to him later.
And these, and she
yes,
looks at the
please.
ropes that are on her. Or do I just, fuck it. And she just snaps the rope.
Here, let's get you out of here. I would obviously offer you a room, but I don't think that is going to be a comfortable area for you to rest.
She sits up, she goes to get off the bed to follow, and she collapses again. She kind of pushes her hands on the ground, but it's like her legs aren't working.
Do you need some
I'm
help?
going
I can
to-
help.
I
I would
don't.
go over and help her.
What are you speaking in? Moldavian is the common language. She's speaking High Khadraic.
Well, would I know that's High Khadraic, even though I don't know High Khadraic?
I mean, you've heard normal Khadraic before. High Khadraic is like just a slightly different version of regular Khadraic. It's hard to understand. It's like listening to Old English. You know what I mean? Like it's like I think I know what they're saying.
Then I would start speaking in Cadre to see if like she can understand me, that I'm going to help her. But at first I would say,
gives you a side eye like you are a peasant.
Here, we would like to help escort you off the ship if you wouldn't mind if I take one side, Davina takes the other.
I don't
and we will get you set up in an inn.
seem to be able to walk. So escorting me off the ship means I sit on a dock.
That is not ideal. We will help you get to a tavern, and I can set you up for the evening. And check on
You
tomorrow.
think they're going to let me into a tavern? I never used to look like this. I need the D20 from the audience. This is for the Stitched specifically. Nothing hostile, just I need a D20 for something on her end. For anyone who played Ravenloft 2nd Edition and you know what flesh golems used to be, you may know what I'm rolling for.
She could step back.
Do you help her up off the ground and set her back on the bed? You can see that trilobite thing down her back. It's about that long, about this wide, and it has the ribs kind of wrapped in through the skin. It's not stitched on. This doesn't look like it was built into her. This is definitely a new addition. And it is just like a fucking bladder.
Captain,
do you want?
Sorry, that's from where I'm from. My previous family. That's that thing that they put on her. That's sort of like to get you to do things when you're uncooperative.
Oh, God.
Man,
Maybe that's what's keeping her from walking.
Thank you for the cryptozoologist, Drew. Star Drew.
If you convince her to let me in just a little bit, maybe all resident cook. I say that with the most slyest of fucking phrases. Resident cook. Maybe can remove it. A little bit of knowing what it feels like under the skin.
We can see. I will ask if she wants it removed. I would assume so.
What language are you speaking in, Grigori?
I am actually... Mags, have you learned Hollow yet? No, then I'm speaking in Common.
There is somebody here who knows Hollow. I mean, obviously your Abandon does. Davina definitely knows Hollow.
No, I know, but
okay.
I'm speaking directly to Mags.
I'm just making sure. If you're speaking in Common, which would be Moldavian out here, she goes, I speak your archaic language.
Great, then you can understand me. Maybe we can cut that from you. If you would will yourself to let me in for a moment, maybe we can find the connections.
Are you manifested?
Cut them. Huh?
Are you manifested, or are you just a voice right now?
Huh?
Are you manifested or just a voice?
Right now.
Okay, manifested.
She broke the ropes, so
That's
I
right.
manifested.
She goes, I don't let spirits into me when I was alive, or whatever the fuck this is.
So your choices here are, we can get you off our ship, carry you.
How are you going to
leave you
get
on the
this
docks.
off my back as a spirit inside of me?
Easy. Have you ever had a question where the pain you feel isn't your own, and you have somebody with an objective mind sitting to wonder how they connected it to your back?
You're not going to find
The
that
spines.
inside of me. I don't think my anatomy is regular.
Well, of course
The
it's
nervous
not.
system is.
But you have your mind on how your body moves, and I have a mind on how
I'm not
your
letting
body
you in.
connects.
That is lunacy.
Grigor,
Fine.
not Grigor, sorry. Hasten, were you ever possessed with this weird thing on your back?
That's up to you.
No, I was a willing participant in our activities, unfortunately. So I never got one of these, and I really don't know. I wasn't privy to like how they put them on or took them off.
And you don't.
Case that is what caused her to come here and throw the liquid on you. So we might need to do some
Probably.
brainstorming as a crew a little bit later to figure that out.
Look.
Meanwhile, though,
I can
can I
tell
get your
you,
name?
Eris.
Eris.
At least that's the name I have taken after the completion of my body.
Absolutely. Eris, we are understanding that you did not come here of your own volition.
No.
We know
I
that
did
you
not.
can't exactly leave and move about very well right now, but our ship is not the best place for you, based on that previous interaction with the spirit of our ship. So,
What if
How
I
can we
can
help you?
pay you? Do you like gales? Do you like currency?
of course, who doesn't?
She kind of like pushes herself up and sits back on the bed, and she's clothed. She reaches down into, they look like they were once very nice clothes, but they've been patched and fixed well, but they're not new. She pulls out money and she sets a large bag, like decent size, on it. It doesn't sound like the metal flat money of Ethauntia. It sounds like coins.
Okay.
Normally,
Well,
money in this
pay us
game,
for-
in this setting, is like metal pieces of paper that are about metal bills that are like this and like tin foil thin.
That's fun.
What would you like to pay us for? What services could we pay?
Give me a few days to rest so that my legs work instead of booting me from your ship. Just keep your
I think that's fair.
spirit away from me, both of them.
Grigor is
why-
going to look at Mags
Well, hold on, is it-
immediately.
Wait. Are they still talking to High Drake?
Yep.
Otherwise, we don't know.
Only talking to the
We don't
captain
know.
right now.
have no
Mags,
idea.
it's up to you if you were translating all this. If so, I'll just assume your crew is hearing it. If not, that's up to you.
I'd give them the cliff notes. I wouldn't say the spirit part.
Okay. Well, she points at Grigori and the tube that the other one went through.
Okay, I will say I will go speak to them. As a crew, we do have to make decisions together. But in the
Why?
meanwhile,
That is the
why don't
captain's
we-
job. Why does the crew need to make a decision with you?
Because I respect my crew.
And that is why you're dry. Sorry. Yep, I will wait.
Why don't we bring you? Why don't we bring you up to my quarters? It's a little bit more comfortable. We can
I
do a
would
little bit of
prefer
fresh
to stay
air.
here where I can see people come down the stairs.
That is fine by me. Whatever makes you most comfortable.
She kind of sits back up. When you open it up, there is 1,000 gales worth of coin in here. This is player money, not ship money. You can thank serving hands for 1,000 gales. It happened in a scene where money can happen, so it goes to the players this time instead of the ship. 1,000 gales.
200 each. We love it.
So everybody gets 200 gales.
Yup.
Players.
200 per.
If we take it, Grigor is eyeing you the fuck down. Right?
No, I'm gonna motion for him to like join me and go like have a conversation in a different room.
Is the crew going somewhere else? Or are you going to call Jinzo down from the crow nest? He's been up there for 3 days and probably hasn't come down other than to maybe eat. And then probably, do you take it back upstairs, Jinzo?
Yeah.
He takes it back up to the crow's nest.
I think I would ask Davina and Kaysen to go. Excuse me, get him, and I'm gonna go talk to Grigori.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Grigori, unfortunately, it seems as though she was a little bit unsettled by the proposition for possession.
Good.
Yeah. That being said, she has left us a large sum of money.
Old coin.
We can
Pre-sundering coin.
If
Untraceable.
if she can stay
Max.
here,
How old are you?
it's a great
How many
question.
times have you seen these stories? How many transitions have you seen of coin and purse and what hush money sounds like?
It sounds like
I
a
don't
beer.
necessarily think that this is. Sounds like a beer.
We're asking somebody who has no control over their body to let them rest and regain strength in our home after they've thrown something that they had no control over on one of our family members. And you're saying 1,000 gales is worth the risk of our family.
So it was not her. Kaysen has already gone ahead and confirmed that whatever's on her back. Grigori,
Right.
this is an
It's
opportunity
still
for
on
us to
her back.
study. Exactly. And if in 24 hours we can convince her to let us remove it,
What
Maybe.
we would get.
What was it like
potential
when I was
additional
inside
information.
you? What was it like having another
Oh,
mind,
that's really weird.
speaking and talking?
That's a word I would use.
It was
Taking your
surprisingly
movements.
similar to reading a book or listening to an orchestra.
Right. Now imagine something can do that from far away, but compels you to do it. Do you honestly
I'm not
believe
saying that.
that she'll be able to stop herself from giving in to the base nature of what it is that was asked of her?
Oh, I'm not saying that she won't. But we do need to. I figure if we keep an eye on her, with all of us combined. I mean, Guppy had her completely restrained earlier. I don't think that
Guppy
she will be a
Had her
threat.
restrained, tied in a bend, losing fingers as a spirit. Something no one should be able to do when you're not real. On top of that,
That is very true. She was fucking up an
she
ethereal
showed up
creature.
after something that looked like Kaysen attacked us. Now, I'm all one for making family dinners a problem and getting actual information. This is a mistake. You're the captain. It's your choice. This ship is my home. I will be here when you go. I would advise against this decision. You have an engine that we told you would remove this problem. And we have a problem that isn't willing to be worked on with a little bit of extra help. Their mind is not their own. We should kill them. Or we should bury them in the depths. They're not family.
I mean, honestly, no, she's not. And she did make moves to hurt one of our own.
It's your call. I will
She did
follow
not
you
kill
to
him,
the
though,
letter.
for clarity.
I know. Grigor's pushing an argument right now.
I know. Oh, I was talking to Mags more
Okay.
than you. I know what the fuck you're doing.
It's your call. I will follow you until the last breath leaves your body.
Ghost buddies.
We have another captain on this ship tied to a table, and you have your decisions. I would hope that these decisions won't make us follow someone else. And as a point of pride, I'm going to give you some information. Our engine is already looking for another captain. So do what you will. There are risks involved with anything you decide. I'll support you, but at the end, the choice is yours.
Well, Grigori, as always, I appreciate your candor. I appreciate your concern as well. I'll discuss it with the rest of the crew, because I think you do bring up some very good points.
I will immediately go to sleep. I don't need to be here for the rest of the
Okay.
decisions. I've made my choice for who I'm going to follow.
So that takes us back to, do we go get our boy in the crow's nest? You call up to him, you go to the post that goes up in the squawk box and tell him to come down. Crew business.
I would go up to him.
You're gonna actually go up there, or are you just gonna squawk box it up?
Oh, I would go up to the deck to see
Oh, okay.
where he's at, just to like see him physically, and then I can talk to him through his squawk box.
Everyone knows he's been in the crow's nest and hasn't left. So yeah, squawk box him then. What do you here? I can make this a little easier for you. Hold on. Let's go to the 3 cam. Let's bring him up as well. Go ahead.
The Jangsto, you need to come down. You've been up there for so many days. Also, we need to discuss something very important. to do with the lady that's all stitched up?
The lady in the bed?
Yes, the lady in the bed, but not that type of bed.
I'll be down shortly. I was just making sure everything was okay up here, and just thinking. I'll be down in a few moments.
Jinzo, did you take the agreement?
So right before he pulls out the spoon.
God damn it!
Because the spoon speaks dread.
It does now.
Yes, it does. And
his spoon is a reliquary. Every time he says the spoon speaks something, it is his reliquary that's with him.
I want to. I put it in the mouth.
Okay.
And I want to, in dread, if I can, I
Sure.
want to tell her, I do not want you out tonight. Leave me be.
Well, I can't leave you unscathed for not agreeing with me. And she takes one willpower from you. You don't get a roll or anything. She just takes it. I'll take a snack for now. Enjoy your night.
Yeah. But she says it in it's kind of a happy tone, because with the spirit memories, it's cheerful, optimistic, and it lifts tense situations.
Yeah, you mean your reliquary spoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheerful. I'm not.
It's the best thing.
So are you going to climb down then and meet the group?
Yeah, I'll head down then.
When you climb down, just as a little side, Davina, as he walks by, out of the corner of his glass eye, you can see Lavina looking at you and just waving her finger as she kind of like walks past the glass eye, like walking through a window.
Like waving her finger, like,
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't say the man.
And like licking her fingers. You're going to go meet the group? The two of you?
Yes, as we're walking, did she hear everything we talked about?
Yes.
Okay. Whatever, not doing anything wrong.
She doesn't say anything to either one of you.
And I guide him downstairs.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask the captain then. Cap, where are we going to have this meeting?
The town is currently rebuilding by the docks, right?
Correct. It is rebuilding. It is pretty fucked up.
Is the tavern still operational?
The one place that did not get destroyed, Jinzo, when he comes down, could absolutely answer that for you.
Beautiful. I'm going to suggest a tavern meal. We might as well.
Okay. I will put us back at the tavern. Walk in to get your table. I'll bring everybody back on. Grigori, are you joining for dinner? Who's carrying it? Yeah, that's going to be my next question. Oops, wrong one.
It is
Are you
hanging out in my pocket?
Okay, you do have it. That's what matters. So you are there. As long as they are within 2 meters of her, you can still kind of hear things in the nail if you want to try to listen. You won't hear everything at the table unless she like and puts it in the middle of the table. Unless she's
in the nail. I am not concerned about listening to it. I've made my decision.
Okay.
Put on the table.
All right. Well, I will move you off here to the side, even though you're kind of in the scene. So you bringing everybody in to get food, right? Is that what you're doing again? Where everyone's eating for today? All right. Okay.
And I think I will pick up the nail and kind of whisper at it.
Mm-hmm.
And just go, if you're craving beef, I'll go ahead and order you a steak if you want. Think about it. And I'm going to put the nail back in the pocket.
She's like picking her teeth with your fucking reliquary.
That's fucking rude. No, I'm just gonna say the nail. I'm hanging out.
Okay.
I had a meal last night. It was really good.
It
I had
was.
to lie about it. It's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's great. All right.
5, pretty awesome.
All right. So you bring the crew in to the tavern here. Does anyone remember the name of this tavern?
I think it's called that name I wrote down and then promptly lost.
I mean, that is a fucking you problem. Does anyone remember it?
The harpy.
There you go.
I took note.
Yeah, I got it right there too.
As you walk in, a woman walks up to you. She asks if you want the same room you guys had last time you were here. A lot of people aren't actually eating here. It's been kind of quiet. They attack and all.
Certainly. I understand.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, go on in, take the couches. What would you like to eat tonight? We're doing fish, pig, goat. Goat's the most common, best price. We have a braised pork with a Sky Mountain stout, along with some home-cooked sourdough bread. 100 years that dough has been around.
Ooh. We'll definitely need some of that. What are you all feeling?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Not too long.
We'll do the pork and the goat, please.
I was going to say that. Yes.
All right, pork and the goat it is. I'll bring the beer out in a little, the ale out in a little bit. The bread will be on the table shortly. I'll take it from the oven. You are one group of 2 that are here tonight. Enjoy your time. I'll close the door. It'll be private for you. No upcharge. Just glad people are here. City is fuck show right now. And she kind of like wanders away and brings bread back, brings back a bunch of tankards, pours a bunch of drinks for everybody. With that, I would like to remind Guppy tonight that Stardew played another vehicle upgrade card. Oh, I mean, Grigori. Another vehicle upgrade card. With some more money, some more squalls for the party on top of monster parts, so we'll have some extra things. I have filled 2 parts tonight on the clock that is a 4-part clock. I told you I would tell you what this clock is for. This clock is for a personality shift on the stitched woman, Eris, on your boat. Who is watching Eris while you're gone?
I think Ajax.
Are you asking him to do that?
I trust him with my life, so I would say
Oh, okay.
basically give him the
Hold
rundown.
on. We're gonna have a slight
Eddie.
flashback.
Okay.
Ajax is up on the floor, like basically in the hallway that goes up to the captain's quarters, where there's a bunch of repair benches. He has his gun taken apart. He has a pistol taken apart. As soon as you hit the door, he's like, "How's the mare's leg doing, Captain?" I saw you didn't get to shoot it, which is quite a shame.
No, but I did get to go ahead and give her a polish earlier.
Oh,
so
that's excellent. That's excellent.
very much looking forward to it.
How
appreciate it.
come I
Appreciate
feel like you're here to ask me to do something I probably don't want to do?
I'm here to ask you a couple questions, actually. How do you feel about our unwanted visitor on the ship who is currently sleeping?
You kept her? Oh,
here for now.
I didn't even. Sorry, I missed the dinner. I was out in the town helping out.
Yes. Apparently, Kaysen is familiar with whatever is installed on her back, and it is making her do things against her will. She is an unwilling participant in being here to begin with. She does seem very distraught. That being said, she may pose safety hazards to the crew, which is unnerving. What are your thoughts?
He kind of like takes the cloth and wipes his hands off and runs it through like the green streak that's on his hair. He goes, "Captain, look, I am made from the bones of numerous people. I have been coded to be protected from things. I am a person who works for the true faith, even though that I'm a reanimated skeleton. For me to judge someone put together from other people as bad or good, even though I am a judgy person in general, I don't think I can make that call on what I think. I would be willing to take a look at what's on her back. Maybe we can pry it off. I do know some spells that might help."
That's excellent to know. Yes, I think between you and Davina.
Did she hurt anybody?
She poured a liquid on Kaysen. but he says that he's only felt better since then. I don't know what to think of it. He has not been looking particularly well, but that could have been based on things that led up to that moment.
The only person that's been looking well here lately, if you've been to the crow's nest or tried to talk to Jinzo at all, he looks like the hell's won over. Like, I don't know what is wrong with that man. Oh, wait, I do. He turned into a demon and he's still on our fucking ship.
Yes. So
you want to know where the bullet goes?
All the more reason.
Jinzo, the next time he changes, I'm shooting him. We can't have that. We can't. That's a demon. It's a pacted. That thing owns his soul. It is just slowly crushing it into whatever it wants. This woman downstairs, not the concern. It just isn't. That demon damn near folded that lion beasted thing in half. And you're worried about a woman who can't walk. You never told him she couldn't walk.
Oh. Ajax, were you listening earlier?
No, I just had my meet up with the engine guppy. We're trying to be on better terms. He said something about her. His fingers looked like they went through a couple door jams.
Yes, that is it's true.
So I'm not scared of her. She's laying still. I can pump rounds into her from the hall.
Okay, you say that. However, it sounds like, based on what Kaysen has told us, if this thing on her back wills it, she may be able to move again. With great force, possibly doing God knows what.
Let me summarize this in a better way. That looks like a human. Jinzo turns into a demon. Do I need to give you like a checks and balance, Captain?
But he did seem to be in control somewhat.
Bullshit.
No?
Okay, Captain.
I am legitimately interested if that did not seem to be the case, if you saw any red flags that I missed.
Is your question something specific before I get scolded from you for what I'm about to say?
Did you see him make any actions that could have
No, you came here for something else. What was your question, Captain? It wasn't that. We will get back to that.
I sure did. Excellent. So, we were going to go out and help the local economy with the dinner, and I was going to
Great.
speak to the others about this situation. I just wanted to get your input one-on-one first.
Are you wanting me to watch the woman so she doesn't do anything stupid? Is that what you're here to ask me?
I'm just thinking if you could possibly keep an eye on her, and if you do see her use her legs, shoot first, ask questions later.
That I can do. He starts putting the gun together pretty quick, and he kind of like moves his hand like this, and you see a second hand, a set of like skeletal hands, start putting together his pistol as well. They just like appear, like summons him from bones on the table. Without looking at you, he says, Jinzo needs to be put in a circle, and myself and Davina need to exercise that thing inside him before it's too late. Or you're going to be down like a first mate. Enjoy your dinner, Captain. I will clean up the mess like always.
Thank you, Ajax. Stay gold.
Mm-hmm. Have a good dinner.
That wasn't supposed to be a pun, Eric, for what it's worth. That was just, I was trying to...
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll just take extra hit points from you when you go in combat.
Okay. That's fair.
So flashing forward again to the dinner, she brings food out over the course of time. Grigori is still inside of his nail. Everybody else is kind of together here. Jinzo is there as well. Mags would definitely have this in her mind the whole time, that Ajax is not too keen on the idea of having a demon on board. And I'll be honest, none of you probably should be. I mean, what is the slogan? Making deals with demons or something, 2023? Like that, yeah, don't do that. So she brings out the goat, she brings out ham, she brings out beer, bread. She gives you a bunch of like jus to dip it in, and she'll check back in on you. But for the most part, your group has a pretty run of the floor inside this room. Like, it's just your room. There's no one else in here. They don't even have a bartender in here right now. It's just you all.
Excellent. So now that we are off the ship and can speak a little bit more freely, how are you all feeling about the recent guest on the ship? Eris.
Nope, wrong one.
Has she
would-
been much of a
I'd
problem?
like to know where she came from. Like, how did they get control of her? And if she needs our help, she'd be willing to take it, I guess.
She has in fact asked for our help in terms of lodgings. However, Kay said she did virtually attack you earlier. I understand it was against her will, but she does not seem too keen on making small talk and telling us where she came from before all this. That being said, we do have 2 members of the ship who are very unhappy with her staying there. They think she could be a larger threat. I've spoken to Ajax, and he seems fairly unfazed, but he is watching her tonight in case anything happens and she does begin to walk. If we hear gunfire, we're booking it back. He's agreed to give us 1,000 gold in exchange for lodging for about 2-3 nights until she can literally get back up on her feet. But I understand that could be uncomfortable for you all. I don't want to pose any threats to any of our crew members.
As long as one of us is watching her, then we'll see.
Shouldn't you tie me up, but tie me down to something too? Aren't I a threat?
We just need to figure you out.
No,
So the way I saw it, you were in
you're
control.
carrying. Yeah, you're carrying a threat. That's an important distinction.
Yes, but I can't always fight her off. She was able to overpower me when I changed a few days ago. And then when she came out during our conversation, even up in the crow's nest, she wanted to come out again as well too. I don't know if I can keep fighting her off. I mean, as she said, I mean, she is a demon. She's taking my essence day at a time. I'm trying to, I guess, keep her happy in a sense to where she won't hopefully hurt anyone else. But
I do think that we need to deal with this sooner than later. Jinzo, are you comfortable with us trying to remove her from you?
all of you trying, it's yeah, I would feel confident about all of you doing it. I mean, how would we go about something like that? I mean, I guess a depossession sort of spell or something that Davina can cox up or something.
I don't know if it's safe to talk about it when she can hear everything.
As long as we have your trust, we will discuss it. Just please keep in mind, anything we do, we will do with your best interest in mind. Okay?
Sure.
Now, Jinzo, you can talk to her whenever you want. I mean, she can just not respond like any other fucking person, but you can speak to her if you want to get information or talk to her about anything.
Sure.
If that's something you want to risk or do. It's not always a risk. I shouldn't say risk. If you want to do. It's not an intelligent weapon. That's a risk.
True.
Chris Willie, if you ever watch this, you know what I mean.
Good. So much to think about. Do we have a paper and pen just so I can write my thoughts out? And do we have anything with us so we could ask them to bring something?
I'm sure you guys have something between y'all.
Just close your eyes as you're writing. She doesn't see your paper.
Sure.
You would hear her say, "I can feel what you're writing. Your body is my body. Actually, it's more like you're my house, my home. Just falling apart on the inside."
Can I want to try. I want to, as I'm writing, like, just Right in. You know, I trust the crew. Just ideas in my head. Can I try a sleight of hand check to trick her
Oh, you
so I can write something else
tricky
down?
bastard. I would say yes, she's inside of you, though it has to be a Bane.
Okay, that's fair.
But I am one. That is a genius idea.
Sure.
Sleight of hand by writing. We like write it upside down facing them so she can't figure out what the fuck it is. Like,
Yeah, and just like adding other words in there too, so it doesn't like so much make
right.
sense as well too.
Oh, let's fucking go fucking with a Bane?
And with a Bane and 15, which is Meets a Pizza, baby.
Meets a pizza.
Meets a Pizza.
She doesn't know.
I
So what are you
ordered
writing to the
my
crew?
Tumblr today.
Did you get yours today too?
Huh?
Did you? Is it?
I ordered it. Today.
Order. Oh, I thought you got it too.
Yeah. No, I got distracted and then I found the tab and went, oh shit.
I want to through the notes and everything. I do write so she sees, you know, possession. How can we you know get her out and everything. Ultimately, what I want to say is I have an idea. If we can put her into something else, and that's just stuff she could write. She's like, another body or something else. And then in the writing that I want to do, basically say, if we can, I have a contract for Davina. Rewrite it as Lavina, and then that way, we can find whoever needs it. So, basically, get rid of her.
Okay.
And then get the contract and everything off of Davina.
Oh.
Oh man, so turn her in.
I think what you're trying to do here.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Ultimately, switch it around, do some forgery, and turn her in as Davina instead.
Sounds like everybody wins.
I mean, kind of.
And yeah,
I think Mags will take the paper and go, oh, Jinzo, we care and trust about you too. Yes, thank you, buddy.
I'm trying.
Yeah, we will go ahead and look into if there are any particular drinks that will make you not be able to hear her. And I'm going to fold up the paper and tuck it away.
Okay. Well, that brings us to the real problem, which the conversation tonight was about the Stitched Woman. We have filled 3 of the clocks so far. We failed our last roll, unfortunately, which means that the 4th clock piece gets filled. Back on the ship, Guppy sees something. When that happens, he fires up the engines and makes one of the, like, backfire loud noises that him and Grigori have done in the past is like a signal between them. Like, it's like the equivalent to, like, a flare going off, but from the angler's lyre. Not a harpoon, because that would fuck shit up. Obviously not doing a harpoon, but like there is like green ectoplasmic smoke going out. It burns, and if you are a spirit, you could hear the scream from the engine across. While you're inside the nail, unfortunately, it's a little more difficult. I need you to give me an awareness roll at a Bane. But if you do, you know exactly what that signal means, which is get back home.
I rolled a 6 and a 9, which are both under.
All right. You hear it. It's like this guttural, almost like banshee noise.
Great. I immediately come out of the nail. I'm gonna start moving
Yes.
towards the ship.
Nobody else heard it. Well, Davina might hear a little bit of it because it is kind of like in hollow, but it's in the ethereal. You probably get like a little, what was that noise? And then Grigori, I'm assuming, are you coming out of your nail then?
Yes.
Okay.
Immediately.
All right.
Just pop up. The ship's under attack. I think it's time to fucking go now.
I will immediately
I am
just pull
pushing
out the
through
money
walls.
to leave on
I'm
the
not
table.
taking the human walk. I am pushing through every wall that I can to get as fast a ship as I can.
Just flying there? Like running across, well, you can't actually fly, but running across getting there. Is everybody
actually,
else is everybody else leaving? Who's paying the bill before you leave?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Okay.
You know,
Hey.
I'm leaving money on the table.
Just throwing money down. Did you guys take the 1,000 old world coin or no? Is it still on the bed?
I would have taken it, yeah.
That means you took the deal.
Oh, no. Okay, I wouldn't have done that yet then.
Okay. Running back. Is anyone staying behind or is everyone going back?
No.
I'm going, but I'm
under
talking to them as we're going.
All right. Do you guys
Well,
grab
it's under-
food kind of off the table? Bring it with you.
I'll jettison out because I can move quick.
While you are walking out the front door, Grigori and Davina can see other spirits staring at the angler's lyre.
Oh no.
Because our spirits just roam through the world and they're kind of like flickering, manifesting, like, oh man, that looks bad. What is going on?
What is going? Can I talk to spirits?
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking hello, if they're semi-manifest, like if they want to be present, you can
Yeah.
speak to them. Yeah. So can Grigori, but I think Grigori is beelining.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I would be walking fast, but like, what did you all see? What did you see?
Oh, there was an explosion of ectoplasmic energy coming out of the ship, like spilling over the sides like water.
What do I know about that?
Give me a occult roll. No penalties, just regular occult.
Nope. Don't know. It's over.
Do you want to push?
Sure.
I mean, nobody has any conditions right now unless they're permanents.
No. So scared.
All right, push scared. Or you can patch it if you wanted.
That's a 3 on the die, under 7.
Yes. Usually when ectoplasm is being done like that, it is on a ship, means that the fettering of that object is being separated.
Do we know what object or just the
It would be the ship. If it's
The
leaking,
ship.
if it's the ship having ectoplasm, somebody is trying to separate
Oh.
him from the engine.
Did we hear this did I hear this conversation between Grigor and Mags about how No, I did not. That was a private, wasn't it? Okay. Is anyone near me?
Everyone's running, like moving to the ship as
Yeah.
quick as possible. So you like talk to somebody and kind of like pick up pace again and catch up to them.
And I say thank you, and holler, and then I'm like, say the Guppy's trying to leave the ship. That's what's going on with the body. Yes, the soul.
Uppy's being
I don't
pushed away from his home.
think that he
You're
would
far
leave
away.
voluntarily. He's already been trying to replace me, apparently.
What?
Oh, we'll get into. I meant to. That was my last order of business, but that's more just like personal offense being
Oh my
taken and me
goodness,
trying
so
to see how I
much.
can be a better captain to you all.
Get to the fucking ship. Our engine is being separated from his home.
I'm sprinting right now.
No, that's terrible.
Fuck off.
Okay, I start running at this point.
All right,
too.
everyone's sprinting. I do need actually a either acrobatics or being nimble about it, or a strength roll sprinting to get there as quick as you can. If you're successful, you will get there with some time to spare.
I'll do a strength roll if I can. Yep.
Whichever one you want to use. I'm fine with either or.
We got a fucking dragon.
That's good.
Bah!
11 under 13.
7 under 11 for
Okay.
acrobatics.
All right, good.
I rolled a 2 under 11 for strength.
What about Kazan?
9 under 12 for acrobatics.
Easily the crew and the fit of what's going on run their way back to the ship. When you get to it, the mouth of the angler's lyre is open. There is like green ectoplasm pouring between the teeth and like down into the tides. You can see shadow-like hands of, you're guessing Guppy trying to like contain it, like pull it back into the ship. Out of the windows, there's stuff spilling out of the seams, the cracks, and the stacks that come out of the top that let off like the burning of ectoplasm, because that's how the ship runs, is blowing this dark green smoke. You hear the first Skyhunter shot go off.
What's that?
Oh,
That's Ajax's big elephant gun.
Thank you. Okay.
And then you hear the second one go off as you get to the edge of the dock to get on the ship.
Oh my goodness.
I'm ready.
Are we
Here's
all
legs
running?
out.
We're all running onto the ship. All right.
I'm gonna push myself into the engine room where I know Guppy's.
I need an engine. I'm gonna need an engine room art piece here. I think I'm gonna have to draw one up myself. As I'm just
I need an engine roll.
engine
I
room.
would like to use
Wait, that's a roll?
every.
No. But I do need a Constitution roll for Guppy. It is at a Bane, and the audience is rolling it. You have the stats for the ship. What is the con roll for the ship there, Grigori? It's a different word. It's not actually con. It's
I gotcha. Give me,
is it durability? I believe.
It is durability. Is ring.
I called it. I already pulled it
I
up.
should have saved it. I fucked up. All right,
You
got it.
should have
just
saved
roll.
it, you mother. No. Audience is rolling. Audience is rolling at a Bane.
engineer.
Terrible. Worst engineer. Fired.
Worst.
Fucking fired.
Hey, I'm not the captain. They decide what
Kaysen, you're in charge of repairing the ship from now on.
Okay.
No, bad idea?
I mean, I could try it.
No, I'm coming. So let me grab our number. The audience, give me 2d20 audience. While that's going on, as everyone is running onto the ship, where are we going on the ship? You know the general area. So I heard someone say engine room.
I'm going to the engine room.
Okay.
I'm pushing through every secret passage, every little bit. To
Yeah, it
get
is.
there as fast as I can.
It is durability. I was right. It's 100% durability. Okay. Anybody else? Captain?
I'm going towards wherever the gunshots were coming from.
It would be the hall somewhere in the middle of the ship, which would be towards the engine room area that's at the back.
Okay.
It's basically like the main corridor that would go down and split into extra rooms. It usually goes from the cargo hold. It goes straight back. There's a triple set of doors to get into the engine room. All those are spirit doors in case you need to contain anything that goes wrong. Kind of like a safety protocol. So you're going there. What about Davina and Jinzo?
Let's say I would run towards the shots as well too. I don't want to go the same way as Mags though, because I'm a little bit faster too. I want to try to make my way up and around like from a different.
You want to try to get there quicker?
Yeah, I want to try to get there.
I'll give you, if you want to try to get there quicker, there's a few routes in, but some of them are more like running, jumping, kind of, doing the side fall downstairs to get there.
Yeah.
At a Bane, but I'll give you acrobatics to do it.
Okay.
Let's get us some music for this.
Me, man.
Want to push?
Yeah.
Did you roll 1 or 20? I mean,
Oh. Yeah.
well, man, mark that skill, my friend. As you run and go through, you hear Lavina's voice. It's like, no, we don't need to be that fast. And she like stops you from jumping the rail. Let them go. There's no reason us to die for people who don't want us here. She like seizes your hand up as you try to jump over. Davina, where are you going?
I would run where the gunshots are. I would follow
So you're
them.
following the cat, okay?
Yes.
What about Kaysen? Kaysen, you could move quicker than the rest if you turn, but you don't know exactly what's going on. Where are you going?
A little shy since the last time it went wrong and Megs had to deal with the Manticore.
Oh,
so
I forgot that
I'm not-
happened.
and then with the splashing of the stuff, it's like I don't know if I want to try right now.
But would you be
So
a
I
little?
think
Would be
Kaysen just-
spine shy? Is that word for Manticore shyness?
Yeah,
Spine shy?
a little vessel shy.
Vessel shy, yeah.
So I'm gonna go where Eris was, where we left her, because I'm worried that he might be doing something
Okay.
against
So
her will.
if you're going into there, you could go through the mouth and through the cargo hole and up one floor, which is quicker than getting to the engine room. So here's what I'll tell you upon arrival. When you get into the room, she is laying on the bed face down. There is a hole, a bunch of like holes along her spine. There's surgical tools like on a tool roll on the bed and like a blue and gray leather. There is a surgical pan to the right, and that thing that was on her back is missing.
Oh.
Next to her, there are a bunch of like old rum jars and things like that filled with that green ichor. And it's corked. And she's kind of laying hands like this asleep. Or at least you think she's sleeping, unless you check her.
Who the hell would do this? All right. He doesn't seem to be the cause of the disturbance, so
No.
I am going to meet up with the captain.
Okay. So you're going to go run towards where the captain is? Captain, Davina, Grigori, Jinzo will be there late. Grigori, you're going to try to go through your separate routes in?
Yep.
I'm assuming you did not make secret ways in through the locked 3 doors. Otherwise, he would be able to find a way out.
Squawk box. It's all fucking squawk box.
Right, but into that room, you can't, like, if the 3 doors are shut, basically like the lock system, like an airlock system, to stop the spirit from getting out, you won't be able to get in unless you open the doors. Right now, all 3 of those doors are open, and when you get to the doors, boom, 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 all 3 of them begin to shut. If you want to try to beat those doors, I need a roll. Otherwise, you're going to get trapped between 2. Because they are salted, impossible way to get through, unless you fucked it up. If you fucked it up, that means at any point in time, if something goes wrong, like the engine blows, Guppy can get free, horrible shit happens, and the ship goes fucking catastrophic. So I don't think you would have fucked with that.
I wouldn't have, but I'm going to try to force my way through the fucking...
You're going to try to go as quick as you can? That, sir, is an initiative.
Okay, great. Fucking great.
So, I'll give you the option. Do you want the last card played, or do you want a random poll?
Random poll.
All right, I'm going to move everybody up onto the ship here just so we have everyone kind of grouped together. Grigori's already at the rear. Kaysen is technically here and now running back. I'll move us back. Random poll. So please, everybody, add yourself to initiative. Remember, it's the card one, not the normal one. And then we're going to do a poll for everybody. I'm going to remove this skeletal knight because he doesn't even need to be here. I don't know why he is. I really wish there was an easier way to remove people. Let's see here. Remove. I'm just going to delete motherfuckers. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. All right. Everybody's in there?
What's my initiative? I didn't have the screen up when you flashed.
I didn't pull yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
No. This is my... I really... The goal is to pull for me and him to see what's going on. So I'm gonna pull... Oh, this Manticore. Who's the Manticore? Is the Manticore still on the table? Do we see him somewhere?
Is the Manticore in its own little hidey spot?
Oh, he's here.
Yes, I'm gonna remove him. Not delete him, just... No, remove from initiative. There we go. All right, and then I need a random... I'm just gonna use... I don't want to say too much. I'm just gonna use this fist. And then we're gonna use this for the other creature's initiative. It says monk. We'll correct it. Todd found out that we can click them and change them, which is awesome. Voodoo? Is it just double click it, Todd, right? Yeah, there we go. Unknown. Done. And I'm gonna draw initiative. So, Jinzo's a 2, Mags is a 3, Grigori is a 5. That means you beat the unknown Grigori. You make it through 3 doors. Then all 3 doors will shut on my initiative. So that means that Jinzo, you got delayed. You're not going to make it in time. Mags, you'll get through the 3 doors. Grigori will get through the 3 doors. Why is Jinzo on here twice?
So is Grigori.
Is he?
But I'm not. I'm not in there.
You gotta add yourself.
Neither's Kason.
How do I?
Yeah, I got you. Add initiative.
I have 2 tokens.
Add initiative.
Right click on your character.
We'll do this again. I'm gonna remove this Jinzo.
Add to initiative.
Delete. There, problem solved.
There you go.
I think everyone's gone, right? One Grigori. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So Davina, hit the button. 5. And then Kaysen. Ooh, Kaysen gets a 2? Okay. So that means that Mags will get there. Kaysen, you'll get to the 3 doors. I'll give you a roll to get in because you got to run through the ship. Jinzo, you won't make it because you failed. And then it will be the unknown and Grigori. You made it in. I don't know why you're a 10 now. What was your initiative before? You were 4?
I think you said 5.
You're a 5? Okay. Oh, I apologize. I am a 6. I don't know why it changed. When I added everybody, it updated and changed. I'm a 6. So actually, everybody but Jinzo can make it in. Kaysen, I just need an acrobatics check or maybe acrobatics to get your way through the 3 doors into the lock before they all close. No penalties or anything, just a regular roll.
Frankhouse, I'm the same as Grigori. We're both 5s. Is there?
It doesn't matter. I have it to where it allows duplicates up to once, just because there's only 10 cards.
Got it. Okay.
Anytime there's more than 6 added, it will pull more than 1 card. Dude, what did you get, Todd? I'm sorry. Did you say demon?
Demon.
Man, you really are vessel shy. But hey, mark it, right?
Uh-huh.
So that means we're gonna go from the top down. Mags and Grigori get in about the same time with their passing. Mags knows the ship really well. She runs through. You can see the doors starting to shut. I would assume Grigori would materialize in the room.
Yep. I'll make the roll for it real quick. I made it.
And Jinzo does not make it down the stairs in time. Davina would follow them in. The doors would all boom and slam shut. The inside of this place, the engine room, has anyone ever seen like an octopus furnace before? Like the old octopus furnaces? It's like that. It's made of salted brass and copper with glass tubes. Around the floor, there is a big ring where salt is poured in a trough. There's a bunch of spiritualism runes around to keep the spirit intact. The spirit is allowed to move through the ship to do things, but if you ever want him to stop moving through the ship, you can turn the engine off, then it closes him off from everything, and he's stuck in this vault-like engine room. Cannot get out. Right now, you see him in the center of it, kind of larger and expanded out of the engine, reaching through the different tubes. It looks like he's trying to pull back essence of himself and compact it back into the engine. On the engine, there is this green, thick slime with bones inside of it, literally just covering the octopus furnace in the center of this room. It's went across the threshold of the salt, which anyone who's not a spirit can easily do. Grigori, you have been made it so you can go back and forth, obviously, to work on the engine. You can probably wear something or something along those lines. And this thing is slowly dissolving the metal that holds the engine in place. Kaysen, you didn't make it in, and as the doors are slamming shut, you can see this slime, and you know this is like the essence of a vessel or the primordial ooze that makes Gulrak.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's Gulrak?
That's a really good question, Davina, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really good question. It's not good. As it slams shut, everybody is in there. I'm going to go through the initiative order, ask everybody what they're doing. Mags, we're starting with you at a 1 as you get into the engine room.
Can I tell what Ajax was shooting?
When you ran down the hall, Ajax is at the first door. He shot once. There's a hole in the wall. He's turned and he shot again, and there's like a big dent in the metal doors, the 3 doors that run into the engine room. He was probably shooting whatever the fuck moved by. His left side, all of his armor is covered in that green slime and is sizzling.
No. Okay.
When you run by him, he's like, Captain, and as he does it, ooze starts to spill from his mouth. You just hear gurgling noises. You said you ran into the engine room by him. The doors all slammed shut. Everybody but everybody but Jinzo and Kaysen made it in. What are you doing in the engine room? Gigantic bone-filled primordial slime over the engine, slowly dissolving it away.
I'm gonna shoot the slime.
You're gonna shoot slime that is on the engine to your ship.
Let's see if I'm scanning it. Do I see any bones or anything like that that are in that ooze? Like,
Oh yeah, there's tons. There's like human skulls, oversized ribs, thighs from creatures, like thigh bones from creatures that are way too large. Think of like just like a gelatinous cube, sort of. It's not actually. That is like black and dark green, just filled with whatever's devoured.
Do any of them seem to be sentient of any sort?
Not really, not on glance. I mean, you could shoot something that's inside of it. If you want to try to cold shot something that's in, fortunately, that comes at Banes.
Ugh, I hate it here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and turn to my crew and just say, all right, are we in this together?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and queue up. I'm queuing up my mare's leg, and I am going to hold to cover, and I'm waiting for it to like move towards us.
No, it is not moving.
Like
it is
observe.
just, there's a circle around the floor. It's in the center of that ritual circle to keep, spirits in check. And it is just devouring that octopus engine-like furnace that goes to the ship. It is trying to destroy the vessel that Guppy is in.
What a bitch. Okay. I'm just gonna try to shoot at it to see if I can damage it at all. So long as it's in a spot that's just like straight to the floor, as opposed to the actual engine itself.
I mean, there's ooze that touches the floor. It kind of fills everything. It's like draped over the circle. There's probably a good 2 meters around the circle in the room, so you can walk around the engine and observe it. So you can go anywhere around it. There's shelves and stuff on the wall. I mean, think of like a crowded engine room, but space to kind of move around it, like a submarine's engine. Like you can move around. It's just tight.
Cool.
But if you want to take a shot, yeah. Are you trying not to harm your ship and only shoot the slime? That's a Bane. If you want to target something specific in it, that's 2 Banes. Would you like to use a boon since you're attacking a monster?
I sure would.
Oh, good. I will happily give you a Never Never card. Let me pull up a Never Never. We're going to use Serving Hands Never Never. You get a boon to attacking the monster. I move a clock 1. I am corroding the engine. The engine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pie charts. I've already filled 1. This will fill the second one.
God damn it. Okay.
Hey,
Well,
it could have been 2 before you got here.
Yeah.
300 on 2? 2 dice?
Yeah.
Wow. Give me
No,
your
you
damage.
said wash it. It washed the boon. I mean, it washed the bane.
Oh, because you used the thing. Yeah, you're right. I apologize. What's your damage?
Okay. Damn. That is 7 points of damage.
7. Okay. Is it magical?
It's my mare's leg for this one.
I don't know. I'm asking if it's magical. I believe your weapon's
Yeah,
magical.
no, I'm realizing I should have done that.
Yeah, you probably should track shit, yeah.
No, it doesn't look like it is.
All right, so 7 damage. It goes, and the bullet like slows to a stop, and it slowly starts smoking and bubbling inside the ooze. I thought you got a magic weapon. Literally, Kaysen just talked about it.
I do have one. I have my.
Oh, you're not
my
using
other
that. You're
six-shot,
using the Marrow
but
Light.
I
Oh,
was
no,
using the new one.
Yeah.
I was using the new one.
Yeah.
I
All right,
know.
that was you. Next person, Kaysen, you're outside the 3 doors. The walls are dripping in ectoplasm. You've seen this before. The all-devouring is kind of how it would take over cities or sites, and it will just consume something to get all the pieces it needs to create something else.
So it's using the ship to make whatever it needs to make.
Yep. Yep. That's correct.
Great. How do you stop?
It's a good question. Do you have a skill you think appropriate to know what that is? A cult?
Well, I am trained in a cult.
I think a cult makes the most sense.
My
You were
time
there.
in
No penalties.
cult.
You are in
All right.
occult for the occult.
That is. Oh man, I was like, oh, 1. No, it's a 7, but that's still under
7.
my 10 for a cult.
Yeah, it does have a weakness. Fire does hurt it decently. It will do normal damage to it. Anything non-magical is not going to harm this thing. It's just going to absorb what it is. Somewhere within the slime, in this ooze, there is the original source. If you can find whatever that original source is and destroy it, I mean, honestly, Mags was on the right line. If you can find that original source and destroy it, this thing just into like liquid instead of ooze. Yeah, that wasn't destroyed when the Manticore was killed.
Okay. So find the source, and we can.
Any ideas on how to find it?
Basically.
Yeah. How do you want to try to find it? It could be anywhere.
I would imagine if it was the thing on her back, or are you talking like something that was from the Manticore itself? Is what's doing
It's the primordial ooze. Your guess of this size had to be from the Manticore. It may have absorbed what was on her, but you saw it cut off. Someone did surgery for her.
Yeah, someone purposely took it off.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't see that trilobite looking thing anywhere.
No. Well, I'm gonna try to relay that info. Of course, there's like big doors to scream.
There's a
through.
squawk box. You can still
Use
talk
the
into there.
squawk box. Yeah. I will say that into the squawk box then. That's like there's a source of this. It's probably from the big thing, the big Manticore. Find a source. Destroy the source. It'll stop it all.
As he's yelling that, Ajax walks up next to Kaysen. He kind of falls down on one arm. He's just vomiting up this black green goo. His armor's all melted on one side. His arm is detached at the elbow now, like the ligaments that are kind of there to hold the magical ligaments all together is dissolved. And he's trying to keep himself together. He's just vomiting this stuff up. He has no stomach.
Yeah, what? How's that coming from? Okay, we'll have to check him out. Like, maybe he's got thing in him. Is the bug on him now? That would be.
If you look down, I'll give you a free awareness roll at a Bane.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my helmet to.
Oh, God damn
give me
it.
a boon.
That fucking helmet.
But the helmet gives me a bane because it's a great helmet.
It's a wash.
But, it's a reliquary, so it gives me a boon. So
Okay.
now I'm just the whole thing's out of 1 bane.
All right.
Oh my god. Well, it's an 18 and a 19. Neither one would have done anything. I can't see shit.
You can't see anything on him. If it's anything, it has to be like in his like skeletal structure or maybe under the armor he's wearing. He wears a air marshal's jacket. He dresses pretty, for the sky. That would take us from you, and that would take us to Jinzo at the top of the stairs, who did not make it down.
Yeah. I make my way down.
All right, so you climb down. You see the same thing down the long hallway that goes to the engine room. You can see Kaysen talking in the squawk box, looking at Ajax, who's like clawing up the stairs, his arms down the hall, ooze kind of dripping from it to the other side. He's trying to keep himself together.
Can I grab his arm on my way up to him?
Yeah, it's in slime though.
Oh, it is covered in slime.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh crap. Is there any way else into the engine room, or is this
No.
door?
There's only one way in for safety. You have to. That's kind of like if you need, I mean, there's no way to eject the engine on the ship, obviously, but if you can keep the explosion of spiritual energy inside that room, it's safer than it spreading through the ship. It could like rip the souls out of people if it fucking blew up.
Ooh.
What do you want to do? Doors are shut. Now, you can open them. It's just going to be hard. There are 3 of them.
And you said slime. Is slime still at the top? It hasn't made its way down the doors yet?
No, there's no slime on the doors. It's on the walls, kind of parts of the floor. There's a whole bunch, obviously, inside of Ajax. Somewhere.
Yeah.
You would have heard Kaysen talk to the squawk box and yelled at her. Yeah, you were close enough at that point.
Sure. So I heard him talk about Ajax as well, too. Saying that it could be something inside of him.
Yeah, I would say you probably heard that. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
It's all within seconds.
Yeah. Ajax, forgive me. I'm going to shove my hand down the front of his shirt. See if I can find anything, I guess. I don't know what I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm just looking.
All right. So you're not doing anything, though? You're just running up? Like, not...
Running up, yeah. I heard him talking about. I see him puking as well too. Something could be wrong with him. Yeah, I want to reach in and see if there's anything.
Inside of Ajax?
Or like you said, he wore like a Sky Marshal shirt and everything. Yeah, I don't know, like reach down and find something.
Oh, okay. When you go to reach in, you would get like a warning immediately because obviously she doesn't want her body destroyed. That will melt the skin off your body, and I will not have anything. Are you as dumb as you look?
So there is something in him if it's going to
no, but you're reaching through ooze. It's going to melt your skin off.
Get something out of him.
Well, you could ask me for assistance. I could burn it all away.
Without harming the crew?
I'll try not to. This music is, I couldn't have timed that music better. Or you can reach in and take it for the team.
You know what? If you're scared of me reaching inside of him, I won't do that. I'll go up to the doors and I'll start opening.
All right, you start trying to open the door. All right, it's a strength roll to open the doors, unless you want to try to pick the locks.
Ooh, yes, we'll pick the locks on it.
Let me guess, you're good at this? Yeah, of course you are. You're good at this.
I did. I got me advanced lock picks, so it gives me a boon at it.
Oh, is that one of the purchases you made?
Damn right it is.
All right.
Pulls it out, and he's like nice little silver thing, slips it in his hand. All right, here we go.
All right.
The boon. Hey. That is a 7 under 15.
7 or 15. Okay, you get the first door. Case, and you see him quickly pick the lock, and the first door opens. There's like an unaudible but pressure release that you can feel in the hall as that first door opens. That would take us from Jinzo to Grigori. Grigori, you're in the engine room. Guppy is trying to stuff all the ectoplasm back in. Mags has already taken a shot. What do you want to do?
I would assume that in this engine room, because Guppy uses lines and rods, pieces of wire to move everything else, that they need to be lubricated. And
yeah, that's fair.
I'm sure there's sky whales that are covered in lard that we used to do that with.
I'm assuming sky whales or some other. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any fish with blubber will give you oil.
What I'm looking for is any barrels that we have that have that oil.
I would say there's.
In the engine room.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Audience, roll me a d6. As long as we don't roll a 1, there's absolutely some in the room. Absolutely. What do you want to do with it if it is in the room while they're rolling?
It's a 2-step process. We'll see if we make it to the second round. The first part of it, because I am existing in the mortal coil.
Yeah, in your physical form right now.
Opening it up.
Okay.
And pouring it after hearing Kazin say stuff through the crossbox, sloshing it up on the ooze that is over the metal, because I'm assuming that oil as its own isn't hot enough to burn through an engine.
No, but you are in an enclosed room.
I'm a ghost.
The other
Guppy
people
and I have made a deal.
The other people in the room with you are not.
Keep him alive. I know, but I told Guppy I would keep him alive.
Yeah, you know, there's not even one. I'll say there's 3 barrels of some form of blubber or oil in here.
The first thing that I will do is I will pop the top open on one of those.
Yep.
And just shove the
like
mouth.
Kick it over
the. No. This is contained. I'm assuming this thing likes to eat through organic and non-organic things.
Sure.
I'm going to take the barrel and I'm going to shove it into the ooze over the front of the engine.
Oh, just like push it on.
So that it starts sucking in the oil and eating through the metal so it disperses through its body.
So the goal is to put it in the dump. No. I don't even want a strength roll, actually. I actually want a either an occult roll to know where or a craft roll.
I'll take a craft roll. Okay. We're coding everything.
Yeah, this is not human, so take a Bane, because that only makes sense. This is not a human thing. This is a weird, oozy thing, and the only thing that Kaysen told you was there's got to be something manticore-ish.
I'm cleaning the engine, and the fastest way to clear an engine is to burn off the sludge. Use heat and use fire to get off rusted nuts and to clear off oil.
I'm not going to argue that. That is a truthful statement. I will not argue that is yours.
We have a 7 under 14.
7 under 14.
Yes.
You blew it. It's like, and it starts kind of out through the primordial ooze. That is your action. That will take us to
free action.
I mean, this isn't 5e, so what are you doing?
I'm dropping my physical form,
and
I will move into another barrel of oil.
It's not a free action to drop your form.
Fine.
It is an action to drop your form.
I will stay mortal.
Okay. Free actions are like drop your weapon, things like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, really. There is a bunch of actions in the game you can do that way. So that is yours.
Okay.
Everyone in the room sees him pour blubber into it to light it, guessing on fire, since Kaysen did say fire is your best friend. Davina.
Fish oil can't melt steel engines.
Davina, you made it in the room.
My question.
Yeah, ask away. What do you got for me?
How big? Because I can't find it anywhere.
There's no map on it. Yeah.
No. I meant the spell. How big is Fireball?
It's not big. It's not like. Yeah, so Fireball.
Just a D6.
Because there's an upgrade.
20 meters, yeah.
So for a Fireball, an elementalism, Fireball is 20-meter range. It's instant and it hits. But there is a Fire Blast, which is level 2, rank 2 version. That one hits a blast of an area. And you have to have Fireball to get Fire Blast. But you could definitely hit it with Fireball. If you want to try to hit that oil inside and ignite this shit on fire, I'm fine with that. I will tell you that you either need to do enough damage, or if you want to try to target the barrel or target a hole in the barrel, you're going to have to roll your elementalism at a Bane.
Or what about melting flames?
You could use that as well. Either way, you're still going to have to roll at a Bane if you want to target the oil inside, because right now it's a barrel filling the inside of something. So you either need to do enough damage, or if you want to pinpoint target, it's at a Bane. Your choice. You can rely on the damage that you do. You need to do at least 12 damage to hit the oil inside.
Then I'll do melting flames because that does 2d8 if I can.
Yeah.
So that's a Bane, and that would be.
Well, no.
Elemental.
Are you targeting the oil with a Bane? So if you just do it with a Bane, it hits it. Or do you think you can roll 12 damage?
I'm gonna target with a Bane.
Okay. There are Streamloot cards. Remember, you can always add damage to Streamloot cards. Oh yeah.
I'll do damage.
So you just got to cast it then in regular.
Okay, and it's an elementalism, right?
Yup.
Okay.
Don't mess it up.
That's a 3 under 8.
I forgot your elementalism isn't that good.
No, it's not. But Adam's my witness. It's a 3.
So that hits. We just need damage now. How much damage does it do?
I believe it's 2d8. Where's my character sheet?
2d8, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's 2d8. Yes, 2d8. 1 extra willpower allows you to shoot a.
You had to do that before. You have to determine how much willpower you want to spend.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Okay, 2d8.
All right, and then would you like to add a D4?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's from Add a Cost from Serving Hands. Would you like to add a D6?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do a D6. That's a Keeper's Eye. That is from Nessie.
So that was-
Do you want to use a purple card to add a D8?
No.
Okay. So you do your damage plus a D4 plus a D6. You got to beat a 12.
So 2d8, I rolled total 9.
Okay.
The D4,
Oh, this could-
9, 10 is
Oh,
the
you-
D4.
You need that too.
I rolled a 1, so 11.
You guys watch as Davina casts that jet of flame and hits and is bubbling through like along the top of the barrel, and it does a damage to the primordial ooze, but it doesn't hit the oil. Man, you should have upcasted that or took the purple card, but too late now. That takes us to the unknown, me. Here's where we're gonna end it for the night, everybody. As the primordial ooze starts to consume the engine, Guppy is stuffing ectoplasm back in, and you start to see strands of this primordial ooze wrap around the form of Guppy. The camera moves through the ship to where the stitched woman, Eris, is sleeping. Or at least it looked like it. She kind of sits up, she tosses her legs off the side. She takes a deep breath and she kind of like fixes her shirt as it's, camera's on her back. And she stands up, she's like, man, it was nice of him to actually help. I'm like, way nicer than the rest of this crew. As she hears the scream from the squawk box about how fire is needed, what's going on, and she starts sprinting through the ship towards the back. Meanwhile, the ooze starts to drip down the walls in the hallway, filling the floor, slowly starting to consume Ajax. It does not touch Kaysen. It literally goes around him, like water around a rock. But it does go after Jinzo going to pick the second door. Inside, the ooze explodes, filling the engine compartment. Everybody who's inside there when we start for our last show for the month is going to be rolling to either evade or find a place to hide inside the engine room as this thing explodes and does 2d8 of damage. Outside, Ajax is being consumed. If he is not saved within 3 rounds, he is going to be melted into a pile of just bone marrow and gold. So we'll start with the same initiatives next week, everybody, for our game. We will be in secret time after this, although one of our players won't be there. They have to get up early, really early tomorrow. But we will be over there quickly to do our experience and get everything done. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for coming back. All the new people who came tonight, thank you as well. Does anyone have anything important this week before I do closing statements? Besides, go buy fire.
Diana and I are going to be down at WonderCon this weekend.
Yay! Where's that at?
Orange County.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Orange County? Well, you should contact Serving Hands. She's out that way.
Anaheim.
Serving
We're going to be down that way.
Come see us at WonderCon.
Yep. We're going to be at WonderCon.
So while you're visiting her, I'll be seeing Matt and Athena.
Yeah.
We'll have to compare stories about people. We'll wave by cast because I have a little secret
Bye,
for the
friends.
audience. You guys can hear it as well, but
Thank you,
you'll be
guys.
in the backside. For those who are watching this live, thank you so much. We will be doing another show next week. I'll be back here on Wednesday this week. Unfortunately, we will not have a Rise and Design this week because I'm going to be pretty busy with friends in town. But Thursday, we are going to be doing our first Breachers, going as the Cyclopean, Cyanite, and our Pan Cook, who somehow fucking survived. And we're going to be heading into the wall to go find our Lancer friend. And that is it for the night, everybody. But I do need the audience to roll something for me. Can I get 2d8 from the audience now? And I need you to roll that. And if you roll any 1s or 2s, we need to make another roll because this thing does re-rolls on 1s or 2s for damage. I want to see how much damage we're going to do to the party next week when we start up if they fail what they're doing. So 2d8 in the chat. I will check it after the show. I'll see you over in Secret Seeker for those who have it. Have a great night, everybody. And remember, the tides will find you. Night, everybody.